welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Dusky Coloring. Today is my coloring plan video for August 2025. So for those of you who follow the channel, you know for the past 2 months I've been using a random generator wheel to pick out my coloring books. So I select 10 books randomly, and then I select 10 because I do tend to veto a few. I'm not looking to color seasonal yet or anything like that. Just trying to think outside the box I usually color in and utilize my collection. And it also sometimes picks uncolored, untouched books, which is good because I was going to try and pick untouched books, but I don't gravitate towards certain things, and I kind of feel like this just takes out the brain work for me. So I picked 10. I veto around 2 or 3 actually. If I find that it's picking a lot of seasonal, I'll just repick after that. But about 3 I leave myself, which leaves me 7 random books. And then my stand-ins, the ones that I color in every month. So it gives me a nice selection. And then I'm also going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm also going to be having it randomly pick a color pencil. I wrote down all my color pencils. I have 23 color pencils. So it will pick a color pencil, and that way I get to utilize my color pencil stash. And then I wrote down the color cubes from 1 to 500, and it will also, I will pick 2 cubes to try and color in as well, and then see if I can get them all highlighted off and color in all my color cubes, using all my pencils, and try and utilize my stash. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose 5 books. I'm going to pull them off the shelf, go through them with you. Then choose another 5, pull them off the shelf, and go through them with you. That way it's not just me sitting here picking 10 and whatnot. So, all right, let's get started. Let me just get what I need. I need a pen because I have to write down my books. Okay. And I have my wheel, and I have no idea if this wheel's going to have ads, so hopefully it won't. All right, and then I have my book, my coloring books listed. All right, so let's randomly see. Number 36. So number 36 is Princess Kawaii by Kevin Tejo. All right. I was coloring in that a while ago, and then I stopped, so I will add it to my list because that could be fun. Remove it, and let's spin again. $127. Coloring Heaven's Unicorn Special. Yikes. Okay. I don't ever pull my Coloring Heaven books off the shelf, so I guess this is pretty good. All right, spin again. Let's see what we get. So far, no seasonal, which is good. $221. 50 Arctic Minis. All right, well, that's kind of seasonal, but I'm gonna put it on my list. But I'm gonna be smart about it, and I'm gonna add it in pencil, just in case it is too seasonal. And I'm also coloring in 2 other Camilla Angelkova books as project focus books. So I'm not gonna take it off the list, but I'm not gonna, I put it in pencil. Let's just put it that way. All right, 2 more, and then I'll pull these off the shelf. $197. Oops, sorry. All right, so that's Kawaii Horror, so I'm going to veto that right off. Taking it right off. I color in this book a lot during October, and I enjoy coloring it in October, so I'm not going to pull it. I'm just going to select another one. So I vetoed one. Number 55. Fairies by Molly Harrison. Oh, that's fun. It's one of those books I always really... Oh, I'm sorry, I shook you guys. I always want to color in, and then I never do. Fairies, Molly Harrison. All right. All right, that's 4, and I'm going to do one more. I vetoed one, but... So we're down to 9. I'm not replacing one book. I don't always get to them all anyway, so... Number 1. Uh-oh. 50 Mythical Minis. And guess what? That was selected last month, and it's one of my project books, but I'm going to leave it because I do color in it, Mythical Minis, so. All right, so let me go grab these 5 books. We'll look through them, and we'll see which ones I'm going to color. All right, I'm back with my books, my 5 books. Okay, so let's dive in. So this is Fairies. This is by Molly Harrison. I enjoy Molly Harrison's work, and I think I've colored 1 page in this book. I colored this page here, and I had a lot of fun coloring this page. I used an ink background, and it was just, actually, it was a lot of fun. So it's one of these books that I wanted to really focus more on her this year and last year, and I just never got around to it. So let us pick a page. Now I have something selected here that I never colored, but we're gonna take that out. All right, so let's see if something calls out to me for coloring. Kind of liking this one. Just flag that. This one is nice too. A lot of her images, they're kind of all like the same, but I'm okay with that. This one too, possibly, maybe. I'm just gonna give myself a couple of choices. I kind of really like this one too. Oh, this one is adorable, and it's kind of summery with the flowers and like springtime-ish. Then I gotta color this. I don't know. I don't want to tackle that right now. This one is really pretty too. And that's kind of summery, right? It's springtime, summer, flowers. I could tell you guys after August, I will be in total autumn mode. This one is really nice too. Oh, there's a lot in here kind of calling out to me. This one's really nice. I don't know, there's so many. I didn't think I was gonna have so many choices that were gonna be calling out to me. They're calling out to me now. When I sit down in August to actually color, it may be a different story. Did I show this page? There's one here. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that, And I'm going to color one of those pages. So we'll see. So it will either be this page here, just because I want to kind of practice my ink background. Gosh, I don't even know how I did that. I usually don't have luck with ink. This is the, I know they were the Memento Dewdrops. They weren't the Distressed Tim Holtz inks. This one gives me a little more space to do the background. This one too. Okay, and then we have one more I selected on this one. Kind of have an idea for this one, so we'll see, we'll see. All right, so those are my choices for Fairies by Molly Harris. I'm actually really happy to pick that. See, this is why I do that, because honestly, I wouldn't have even looked at it. The next one, this is the Princess Kawaii book by Kevin Tejo. Colored a couple pages in here. So I've colored a couple of pages in here in the past with Meg from Meg's Coloring Corner. But Kevin Tejo always has PDFs on his Etsy shop. So her and I were always coloring like a PDF. And some of those PDFs are rolled into this book he has out. It's a hardcover. Honestly, get the PDFs. It's not worth the money. And it's shiny paper, so it's okay. Yeah, so let's see. So like I colored, this is a PDF. This one I colored in February. So I'm thinking maybe I'll color Snow White. I'm kind of liking this. So I'm going to select Snow White, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to even look any further and confuse myself, because that's what happens. Sometimes too many choices aren't good. So I'm going to leave it at this. I'm going to color Snow White. I kind of want to color this, and I kind of like that this is kind of Bambi. If you know, you know, that's a Bambi. I'm going to assume that could be Thumper, but that's definitely, we got Bambi in here. So I'm going to color this one. Okay. And this is in the Princess Kawaii by Kevin Tejo. So here we have the 50 Arctic theme minis, and this is the one that I'm kind of on the fence with. I'm just trying to decide. I don't know. Colored one page in here. I'm going to pick this page, because this page to me could just be, he lives or she lives in a snowy place, and it's cold because it's a snowy place, and they're collecting wood for their fire because they live in the snow. It's not necessarily winter. It's not necessarily summer. I mean, it's Christmas. So we're going to leave it at that. So I will leave this on my list. I will go back and put it in pen. And that will be the page in 50 Arctic themed minis. And then we have a book I never ever would have pulled off my shelf. It's Unicorn Special. So let's see. Now it's a little hard to get into frame because it's a big book. But I think I actually might want to color in here. It might be nice to, you know, color in something. Now I don't know if I ever colored in here before. This is kind of like, she's got like seashells. So kind of reminds me like maybe she's like a, you know, a watery unicorn. I think I might have an idea for that. I remember one time I colored in a Christine Karen book. I colored one of the mermaids, and I did a distressed ink like background, but not a full background, just like coming out from the image, and then I like sprayed it with water, and it had like a nice like effect. So maybe I'll try that, though this paper is not that great, so I'm probably going to ruin the paper if I do that, but it's okay. We'll see. Oh, the book is flipping this way. Oh, so I did color a page. I colored this page. I'm going to say I colored this. I didn't date it. I'm going to say 2022. Well, this is really pretty. This is very pretty. I'm going to flag this one too. See, again, I mean, I know I said it like 3 times, but this is a good way to, you know, hit up on your books that you don't interest you, but then there are pages that do interest you. So, you know, these I'm not interested in. These are by Selena Fennick. I think Selena Fennick is an amazing artist. Her work is phenomenal, but it's not the style I enjoy to color, unfortunately. Like, this is also hers, so she has distinct 2 different styles, and I'm more into like this kind of style of her artwork to color than this type to color. But I still think her artwork is amazing. There's just some art that I don't enjoy to color. I don't enjoy coloring, if that, you know, makes any sense. Oh, this is White Stag. I do like White Stag. This is cool. I have to try and remember this for Space Timber. A lot of crystals. I'm not a fan of coloring crystals. I don't know why. I actually have 1 or 2 White Stag coloring books, so I probably wouldn't want to color a White Stag in here. I would want to color it in their coloring book instead, because I don't focus on those, and I already colored one in here. As you can see, this was, it's got some sparkly bits to it and stuff. This was fun. Again, I didn't date it, so I'm going to say like 21 maybe? I mean 22? That's an easy peasy one if I get lazy. Alright, so I'm going to stick with either this one or what was that other one? Come on. Or this pretty one, this one here. So that is in the Coloring Heavens Unicorn Special. This one, it says it is volume issue 80. So I know sometimes they have a couple of unicorn ones, but this one says volume issue 80. And then the other one that was selected was 50 Mythical Minis. Now, I color in 50 Mythical Minis every month. It is my project book. I have a whip in here. I didn't like how it was coming out. You're probably going to see this in my completed page video because I show my whips. So I'm going to try and finish this. It was already on my plan to finish in August. So I'm going to try and finish this one. And then as far as whatever else to color, it really just depends on my mood. I don't usually, some months I do pick out a page. Sometimes I don't pick out a page. It really depends when I sit down and I color. I've been coloring in the 50 dragon minis. So I'm not gravitating towards the dragon images in this book because of that, but eventually I'm going to have to. I did select the Kraken for last month, and I ended up coloring different pages, so I'm not going to pick another page in here. I'm going to focus on getting that small whip done, and then whatever kind of calls out to me, I will color in here because I'm kind of making some progress in here. I have some whips and whatnot. But yeah, so this is just a project book for me. I would like to complete it eventually, but I was just kind of focusing on it this year. And maybe next year I'll put it on my books of, my list of books to complete for the year. But for now, it's just a focus book. So yeah, I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to take it off the random list, even though it's a project book, because I don't get to all the random ones anyway. So I'm just going to leave it. All right, so let's pick out another. I'm going to pick out another 5. Even though I vetoed one, I'm just going to pick out another 5. If I get to them, I get to them. If I don't, I don't. Let's see what we get. All right, so let's remove number 1 and let's spin. My book bag out. This could go here. I got the wrong book in front of me. $126. 126. A Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mayo. I don't really enjoy coloring in Lulu Mayo books. Actually, I had a lot of her books, and then I destashed and only kept a couple, and A Million Magical Creatures is one of them. I'm going to put it on the list. But I don't know if I'm going to color in it. I might, though, but we'll see. All right. I think she's a great artist, but again, it's just one of those things where I enjoy looking at the art rather than coloring it. I just never calls to me. Or 114. I don't know what happened there, but 114 popped up. So let's see what 114 is. Rita Berman Asia. All right, so Rita Berman is another one like Lulu Mayo. I love the art. I buy the books because I love the artwork, but I don't enjoy coloring it. I don't know why. It's not my style. Not that I have a style, but it's just not my thing. But I'm going to leave it on the list. Maybe something will call out to me. Maybe something won't. I don't know. It was Asia, right? Yes. All right. Let's see what else we have. Number 64. I don't know. This. Oh, I'm so. Gosh, I keep hitting you. The sound went off the wheel, but that's okay. Might have been annoying some of you. 64. Cat 22. That's a fun one. That is a fun one. I think that was actually on my list of books to complete, and then I took it off. And I remember why, because I was following Coloring Biker Mama. She's doing the full book color along to Drawing the Timeline by Sugar Sweet. And I figured I was going to follow along with it. And I did for 3 months, and then I stopped. But because I was planning to follow along with it, I stopped. I decided to pull off Cat 22 because I didn't want to color in 2 Sugar Sweet books. So I haven't looked at Cat 22, and I haven't looked at Drawing the Timeline. So shame on me. Okay, we have 2 more, and then I'll pull them off the shelf, and we'll see what we got. $161. Did we? I don't know. Oh. Jeez. Graffiti Animals. That's fun. That book I actually like. It's by Jade Summer. They don't make it anymore. Oh my god, I totally spelled graffiti wrong. Trust me, everyone, I know how to spell graffiti. I'm just thinking like I'm excited because I actually like that book. And that book was on my book of list to complete eventually. So I'm excited about that. That is a total alcohol marker coloring book, and I love it. I'm here for it. All right. And then the last one. Ow. Oh, my foot is killing me all of a sudden. What the heck? Okay. Ugh, 234. I say F because when I did this, I kind of put the books that at least inspire me at the end. So 234. Oh, well, we're going to veto it because it's Tiny Little Horrors. And actually, it's a book that I color in only around Halloween time. And I don't even love coloring in it, but it's a little pocket book. So normally I would stop here, but you know what? Let's just try one more. Let's just see if I can get 10 books on my list. See what we got. 52. All right. 52. 6. All right, Kawaii Taro, another Lulu Mayo. I actually do enjoy coloring Kawaii Taro. Out of all of Lulu Mayo books, Kawaii Taro is actually one that I actually kind of enjoy. kinda. So I'm putting that on the list. So I can tell you right now, I'm not coloring in both Lulu Mayo books. So we'll look through them together, and perhaps I will. Now, before I go on, I just want to change this to 23, and let's pick out a pencil. Let's pick out a random pencil. Put this book away. Seriously, it actually picked out the last pencil on my list, which is Evazar. I think it's Evazar of London. All right, so and now we're going to pick out 2 color cube palettes. Okay, 1 to 500. And let's see what we got here. Let me grab my color cube palette book. Number 295. I don't have the cubes. I got rid of the cubes. I gave them away to my friend because I felt like I need to see the palettes, and with the cube I just wasn't utilizing it. So what was it, 295? 295 is this one here. I'm not going to take it out of the packet, but it's this one here. All right, so I'm going to pick 2 because sometimes I could use maybe the palette colors from both of them. So we have 295. All right, and then let's pick out another one. $326. 295 and 326. This is a pretty one. So this is 326, this one here. So I don't really think I can use them together. But all right, we're gonna try and make it work. We're gonna try and use both these color cube palettes. 326. All right, so let me go get those 5 books and we'll finish up with my plan video. So stay tuned. I shall be right back, though you won't even know I'm gone. Okay, guys, I am back. All right, I had a little bit of a problem finding the Cat 22 book, but found it. All right, so let's start with Cat 22. So this is by Sugar Sweet. You can get them on Amazon. And there's a couple of the Cat 22. I believe there's one with like a green cover, but this is the red cover. And I do enjoy this book. So let us see. What am I going to color? So if you're familiar with the Drawing the Timeline book, it's the same concept. It's cats. This one looks like it's a whip. So perhaps I'll get that going so I can get rid of that one. Finish that one up. I don't like having small whips. Books like this with whips, the images are so small. I really just like to try and knock them out. Colored a few in here. This was in 2024. '24 was coloring a lot of pages in here. Prismacolor pencils, they perform quite nicely in here. Kind of like in this one, the books, kind of in the mood to color some books. So let's see. Like that one. so I'm going to leave it with the one that I selected, which is this one. So that is my page for Cat 22. Then Graffiti Animals. I love this book so much. Yeah, so I also have the PDF version of it back when you can get it. I don't know if it's still available. At one time they had an Etsy shop. I have not looked up Jade Summer books in quite some time. At another point they had a website where you can order the books, and that's what I did. I don't think they have that anymore. They very well may. I don't know. A lot has changed with these illustrators. They're more transparent with who the artists are and who's coloring in the books, because a lot of them had gone off the websites in the past. So I don't know which ones you can get and which ones you can't, but I do love this book. And I have quite a few pages colored in here. So basically it's just a graffiti kind of image with the animal name. And I usually just go in here with alcohol markers. Maybe I'll do some shading with some pencil. It really depends. So I colored in this in 2023. So my Ohuhu markers are about 4 years old, because I remember I had just gotten them, because I remember coloring this background. So this is why all my Ohuhu markers are drying up now. I just have a lot going on and I can't spring to get the 320 set. Right now I'm going to though, and I want to try and do it before Christmas time because I'm afraid they're going to go out of stock again. But we'll see. So, all right. So what page? Nothing's calling out to me yet. This one was in 2022. Hold on. I may have had my Ohuhu marker since 2022 actually. So anyway, yikes. All right. This one of those pages I don't like. This is an anglerfish. Bat. Bear. Maybe the bear. I might want to color the bear. Let me flag the bear. Again, it's super simple, easy, relaxing coloring in this book. It's just alcohol markers and maybe shading, maybe not, depending on my mood. But I did color quite a few in here. Jellyfish, as you can see I put some stuff on the jellyfish, some stickles. Kitten, that's pretty funny. Some of my stuff went through though, that's okay. Looks like I have a whip. I could finish my whip, that's always a possibility. It's already flagged, so we could leave that. Otter's cute. I think I'm gonna stick with my bear. A lot of pages in this book. All right, you guys get the idea, but I'm gonna stick with bear. I'm gonna stick with the bear. Did I flag it? Oh, okay, because it was turned sideways, so here we go. So I'm going to stick with the bear. And this is in Graffiti Animals by Jade Summer. All right, so now we've got Lulu Mayo's Kawaii Tarot. All right, so this book I am most inclined to color in out of all of her books. Just don't like some of the images. I don't know. I need to hop on Coloring Bumblebee's channel because she colors in this book a lot and she inspires me sometimes. So maybe if I jump on her page, I can get inspired to color something in here. But if I do color anything, I think I'm going to color some of these little ones, these little cards instead. Yeah, so I have colored a page in here. I colored this page. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm not going to pick out a page now because, like I said, I'm not a total fan of coloring Lulu Mayo images. I enjoy looking at them, so I could sit here and flip through this whole book and have a good time. But I'm going to wait. But I think I'm going to use Evazar in here. I'm going to use my Evazar colored pencils to color in Kawaii Tarot. So when I pick out my page, I'm going to use the Evazar pencils to color in Kawaii Tarot. That'll give me a little more motivation to color in here. And then I think for A Million Magical Creatures, I'm going to try and use the color cube. So I think I'm going to try and use the Evazar pencils and then that warmer color cube. I think it was number 326. It was like more like oranges. Color a page in here. One of these small images maybe. So that'll be fun. And then in here I'm going to use the other one, which was more like purples and galaxy colors, and color a page in A Million Magical Creatures. And maybe, just maybe, I will use my Evazar pencils in here as well. Either that or I will base in Tombow, and we'll see. So I colored a page in here. Not really liking how that came out. So yeah, so. We will see. This is another book where I'm not going to pick out a page. I'm going to just have something call out to me when I sit down, which is how I usually tackle these books. I did color this page in 2022, and I did like how it came out. And it was probably for Halloween because it was in October. So yeah, I'll definitely pick a page in here, and I'm going to use that color cube palette. So I have 2 plans for the Lulu Mayo books for August. So that's good. That'll give me a little bit more motivation. And then the Rita Berman book. Now, if there's any book that I'm going to say I'm not going to get to off of my random list, I'm going to say it's going to be this one. Another book where I just have a great time looking at the images, but I just don't enjoy coloring them. And it's another one of those books where I'm going to have to sit down and figure out what page I want to color. Like, I can't pick a page now because my mood will change constantly. This might be a good one to color because I could just Google an image of the dolls and just, you know, kind of go off that color palette. So that's a possibility. I will flag this page. I got 2 flags there. All right. Waste whatnot, right? All right. So I'm not going to even bother flipping through here. The images are so cute, though. They really, really are. I have a good time looking at them. When it comes to coloring them, I just kind of, I get lost in the sauce. Like I just get tired of it. Exhibit A. Clearly I flagged this image because I thought this would be a good time, and I never got to it. So we'll see. We'll see. Not totally uninspired, but not totally feeling it. All right. So with that being said, the 10 books are Rita Berman's Asia. Then we have Lulu Mayo's A Million Magical Creatures. We have Kawaii Tarot. We have Graffiti Animals by Jade Summer and Sugar Sweet's Cat 22. All good selections this month, I have to say. All good selections. 50 Mythical Minis, excellent, already on my list. Pleasantly surprised that I actually found some pages in here that I want to color in. So this was a good random pick. Perhaps this is another one that will not make August. We will see. Princess Kawaii, looking forward to that actually too. And Fairies, looking forward to this. So I could say I am highly looking forward to everything the random wheel picked. Super fun. Now, books that I'm going to be coloring in regardless. Well, let me not lie. Books that I'm putting on the list to color in, that I put in my list every month, is Reptiloid. This is a project book for myself, and every month my lovely friend Kristina from Kristina's Coloring Corner and I color in this book. So as of now, we have not picked out a page for August. I don't know if we're going to. So far, we have been. Either way, I will be coloring in here. And sometimes her and I have just been buddying up and coloring and having a great time. So I will reach out to her later in the month. It's still kind of early in July. Well, it's not early. It's like mid-July. But yeah, so that will be on my list. And her and I pick out a page. I think I picked out last month. So if she wants to buddy up for August, she'll pick out a page. Dark Fairy Tales. I have a whip in here. If you see my completed coloring page video, you're going to see it because I'm going to show it as a whip. I'm doing the Wizard of Oz here, the witch page, and I am taking my time. So this is just a slow go. And I am hoping to finish this page and start another one in August. What other page is catching my eye? This one actually, but we'll see. So I just need to tackle my whip first and take my time. That is my new rule with this particular book. Taking my time. If it takes me 3 months to do a double page spread, then so be it. So that. I currently have, no, that's probably done. Okay. And then 50 Dragon Theme Minis. I am just so loving this book and having such a good time coloring this book. So this will be on my list for August as well. And I just pick out a page as I feel like the mood inspires, and I just color. Sometimes I color 1 page, sometimes I color 4 pages. It all depends, but this so far, by far, is my favorite book of hers. And I really want to complete this as well. So Mythical Minis and Dragon Minis are my 2 favorite books by her. But who's to say August, September, October, she's not going to put something out that is totally going to take the top spot. I don't know. So right now, just focusing on these guys. So these are the 3 books that I am definitely adding to my list for August. 50 Dragon Minis, Dark Fairy Tales, and Reptiloids. There are some other books that I might want to touch upon, but nothing like really sticking out right now. Usually I color in an eerie book, but I think since there's so many other books that I'm actually looking to color in, I'm gonna hold off on that. Now, one other thing I am doing, and this is really not coloring related, but I am gonna just show you guys, is I am now doing a lot of diamond paintings. I'm lying. I'm not doing a lot of diamond paintings because they take a while. I'm doing diamond painting. So you probably have seen this in my completed page video, or if that's not out yet, you will. I colored, I don't know if you can see it, I diamond painted this Little Red Riding Hood. So basically it's a big wolf and the Little Red Riding Hood. And then this is my little diamond painting log, keeping a little journal. And I'm just writing when I started, when I finished, when it was purchased. This particular one's no longer available, the amount of diamonds, and my review. And I'm currently doing this new one. I'm so excited about it because I'm hanging it on my wall because it's like a series. So this one, I don't know if you could see it because it's kind of a holographic card. It didn't come with a sticker. So I don't know if the new kits are coming with a sticker. It's holographic, so it's kind of losing the image. But if you're a diamond painting fan and you go on to Diamond Art Club, this one is called the Manhattan. It's a dragon in a cocktail glass, which is supposed to be the drink, the Manhattan. And the dragon, which you can't really see because it's holographic, is actually, looks like the Statue of Liberty. And then I have one called On the Rocks, which is a dragon in a scotch glass. And those 2 I would like to hang on my wall in my living room. So I have kitted up and started this. It's huge. When I tell you I could probably use it as a blanket for the lower half of my body, that's how big it is. So it's taking me a while, but I'm doing it at night. So I've kind of moved away from the color by number at night now. I now listen to my audiobook and I'm doing some diamond paintings. I have a foam board. I put it on the foam board. I clip the edges that I'm not, the surplus edges, because it's huge, and I just focus on little sections, and I'm kind of doing that at night now instead of my color by number. So yeah, I'm taking a little break from the color by numbers, just because I kind of want to, my wall needs some images in my living room, so I kind of want to get that done. Yeah, so that's my new thing. I'm gonna be doing diamond painting at night, and who knows, maybe when I'm done with this one, I'll go back to the color by numbers. But I completed a whole color by number book in like a couple, like 2 or 3 months. So I'm just trying another craft. I have a lot of crafts. I have a lot of stash to utilize. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's it for my plans for August of 2025. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Coloring completed page video should be out soon if it's not out already. I usually put everything up a little before the end of the month because I like to clean up my prior month's mess and get my other crafts organized. So anyway, I hope everyone is doing well, and I can't wait to see what everybody's going to be coloring. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.